we have another update for Sunkenland. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Devilish Simmer and we are now taking a look at another update for Sunkenland. This is update 0.13. So let's jump over to Steam and we will have a look at what's included in this update. Okay, so we're over in Steam and as you can see we have our update 0.13, which came out today. So we've got just a small one here, but some big things in it. So we have some bug fixes and we have some new features added. So we'll quickly go through the bug fixes. So they have fixed an issue where enemies couldn't perform pathfinding within your base after loading the game. Fixed a bug where the heavy machine gun's rotation was not saved. Fixed the issue where players couldn't sleep on separate beds in co-op mode. Fixed a bug where structures couldn't be rotated once snapped. Fixed a battery bug that prevented the replacement of empty batteries. Fixed a few map related collider issues. Fixed an error during loading that occasionally caused some buildings to vanish. So that is all the bugs. Now, I've only personally come across one of those, which is where the structures couldn't be rotated once they snapped to other pieces. I know a lot of people were having issues with the batteries not being able to be replaced in their machinery. And as for the other bits, I've not actually seen or heard anything about them, but they have fixed them. So hopefully that will be the majority of those issues now sorted. Now moving on to the new features. So we'll quickly shoot through these. They've added a notification system to inform players when someone joins a game. They've added a server console accessible through the escape menu to kick unwanted players. They've added a field of view slider. They've added wooden and metal stairs. That is brilliant. I know people have been asking for stairs already. Someone has been asking on one of my live streams through the chat box about stairs. So they've already added them. So they are working fast on this. They've implemented armor durability mechanics, causing armor to degrade when taking damage. Okay, that one worries me a little bit. That sounds like they're starting to put lifespans into stuff. And I hope they don't go down that route where tools and items can only last a certain length of time before you have to continue remaking them. Especially if there's only a limited supply of resources. You don't want to be wasting resources remaking tools over and over again. They've added the ability to obtain cotton seeds from the homegrown cotton plants. So now you can make a continuous supply of them now by the sounds of it. So that is causing cloth to always be a regenerable item to make. They've increased the maximum mouse sensitivity slider value. They've increased stacking size for most in-game items. Fantastic. We needed that. That's for stuff in your inventory. So where you could only stack 20 items of wood or 10 items of scrap. They've now upped all them so you can store and stack more in one box of that item. The amount of stuff that you've got to gather and collect, you're constantly running out of space. They have previously, in a previous update, upped the stack of wood from 10 to 20. So now they've obviously increased the majority of the rest of the in-game items up as well. It'd be interesting to see if they've actually upped the wood as well even further. Because obviously, as we've seen, you gather loads of wood. They've separated head armour and body armour categories for more tailored protection. They've added the repair station, workstation to allow players to repair damaged armor for free. Okay, that's made me feel a little bit better about adding the durability mechanics. So okay, your armor takes damage and your armor degrades over time, probably not protecting you as well as it gets damaged, and probably its shield score goes down, I'm presuming. But the fact that they've added a workstation or a repair station where you can actually repair your items like you can with your hammer and your base. When things are damaged, you can repair it. If you can do the same with your armor, and if they bring into effect tools and weapons degrading over time as well, can you repair that on the workstation? So that I would be happy with. You only lose it if you don't look after it. If you look after it, you've got that weapon or that tool or that armor for life. So that's an interesting mechanic. I'm actually looking forward to that one. That one sounds quite cool, actually. And lastly, they've removed case sensitivity when searching for servers by name. So that is everything new for that update. Again, they're flying these updates out and they are adding a lot of stuff in these updates and they're making a lot of changes. I know it's not actually being put in there that there's been a bug fix regarding the crabs walking funny, but it would be interesting to see whether we reload into the game now this update's out, whether the crabs have been fixed, either by them or by a new update coming out. We'll have to see. But that is everything for that update. It's amazing that they're still working very quickly and very hard on it. And it's amazing that they're still actually listening very actively to what players are talking about and asking for. So I will leave it there, a nice short sweet update. And until the next one, guys, happy surviving.